I've played hundreds of games over the last 18 years, but only a few have really stuck with me. Some games were forgettable, but others changed my perspective on gaming and even life. Now these games aren't the most popular or the highest rated, but something about them just clicked with me. Whether it's the story, gameplay, or just what's happening in my life at the time. So today I'm going to rank each game that changed my life. Now don't take the order I rank these games seriously, every game here is amazing in my opinion, and has taught me a major life lesson or set a higher standard for games in the future. But if you're looking for a game to change your life as well, this list will help you find the actual good games. Some changed me, others not so much, and I'll explain why in this video. Now the first game has to be Subnautica. And wow, this game tricked me. I thought I was going to play a relaxing ocean-themed adventure, but no, I would be terribly wrong. I still remember the first time I played this game. I was around 12, fascinated by the world around me, and I couldn't believe how amazing everything looked. It was all peaceful and nice, till I made my way to the Aurora and heard a scream in the distance and saw a silhouette of a massive creature. Man, the first time I saw Reaper Leviathan, I genuinely screamed and woke the whole house up. This game changed everything when it came to gaming. This is my introduction to survival games, which is now my favorite genre to play. And because of this terrifying but enjoyable experience, I was now hooked on the Subnautica and in the future survival games. Still to this day, I haven't played a game that matches the feeling this game gives me. The environment in this game is perfect. You feel alone with rarely any music, just you with no one to help you in this isolated world. At the time I was looking for a game that I can really lose myself in, and this game definitely did it for me. Even though at the start when I saw that Leviathan, I had to close the game and not play it for weeks. But it kept popping up in my mind, so when I played this game again, I got to really enjoy this game's beauty. If you haven't experienced this game before, I would truly recommend it. Overall, Subnautica is an amazing experience that I feel truly immersed me. It also taught me a great life lesson. There is always an answer to every mystery. If it's the deep dark biomes or a mystery in your personal life, there is an answer for everything. Now when we look at the tier list, I think Subnautica is a very good game, so I think it deserves to go into the nearly perfect tier. Subnautica showed me that games can be peaceful yet secretly terrifying, but the next game, it showed me how unforgiving and rewarding a game can really be. It's Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a Souls game that has a massive open world to explore and discover. I first got this game around 2021 because I wanted a game that would challenge me, and apparently this game was supposed to be one of the hardest games ever made. And when I first played this game, I would definitely agree with that statement. I remember being stuck on the first boss for hours on end, and going through all different types of emotions during this boss fight. You would feel motivated at the start to fight and learn the boss's moves, and then the more you die and struggle, you might get really mad and break some things. But once you finally take down that boss, you feel accomplished, which is one of the best feelings I personally think you can get from a game. Elden Ring hooked me in many ways, the beautiful world and environment that feels never ending. I remember my first build was a strength build with a katana because personally I love samurais and katanas, they're just cool to me. And that's the thing I love about this game. It isn't just a one run type game, there is really unlimited replayability. I still do certain runs to this day, and even though I've put hundreds of hours into it, I still haven't seen everything the game has to offer. This game really is a masterpiece, even though most developers nowadays focus so much on making money compared to making a brilliant game. From Software really is an example of a team that would make the best games they possibly can. There is no game like Elden Ring. I have many fond memories of this game, where I would spend a stupid amount of time staying up all night just so I can beat this one boss and explore a new area. If you haven't played this game before and you want to immerse yourself into an unforgettable world, Elden Ring will always be my top recommendation. A game that truly will change your life. The only bad thing about this game is that I expect so much more from every game I play now. Overall, Elden Ring took over my life for a period of time where nothing else mattered but Elden Ring. Elden Ring taught me that you need to keep on fighting no matter what is ahead of you. In real life or a game, you will eventually overcome it and win. All it takes is hard work. So that's my quote of the day, go tell your friend that or something. Now when we look at the tier list, I think it would be criminal to not put Elden Ring up to the very top. Elden Ring really pushed me to my limits, but what could possibly come next? This game isn't just brutal, but it is a survival game in its rawest form. The Forest. This game you crash on a cannibal island with your son who gets taken away from you. Like I was saying earlier, I love survival games and I just had to try this one out. And thankfully I did. The Forest is a really raw version of a survival game. Just you, in the woods, with crazy people and creatures stalking you. Playing this game solo and multiplayer are two different experiences. When you play by yourself, you feel scared and stalked the whole time, checking all your corners. But when you play multiplayer, it's definitely less stressful. Especially when you go into your first cave, you will definitely be on the verge of tears. When I first played this game, I really loved the base building. All I wanted to do was just make a cozy base and see how long I could survive. The base building is pretty grindy by yourself, so you need to go into the caves to find loot to help you. And oh my god, the screams I let off playing this game. At least this time I went into the forest knowing it was going to be a scary game, unlike another game. The forest environment is beautiful, even though at the time I played it on my old Xbox One, it would definitely be very laggy at times. I still love this game, and it just grew my love for survival games even more. The world is very unforgiving, with animals, sicknesses, and also the fact you need to keep yourself alive with these creatures out to get you. At the start of the game, you'll only see a few creatures every now and again, but the more you play, the more you start to see these crazy bosses every single day. So overall, the forest is an amazing game. Unfortunately, there isn't much replayability to it, but you can definitely start getting out of hand the more days you play. And I would definitely recommend to try this game at least once, especially if you're into survival games. The forest teaches me a lesson about resilience. You get thrown into a terrifying situation that you're forced to adapt, explore, and survive through, showing you moving forwards is the only way to survive. Now let's have a look at the tier list. I think the forest is a great game with an amazing lesson, but isn't as good as Subnautica and Elden Ring. So I think the forest deserves to go into the very good tier. So far we actually have a very balanced tier list. But the forest was an amazing experience, but what came next completely changed my perspective on games. It's DayZ. Oh, DayZ. If you've been around for a while, you know how much I love this game. And even though I only got this game around a year ago, it has had so much effect on me. And I expect so much more from games now. DayZ is a true survival experience. Every little mistake you can make will kill you. Just like real life. If you ever ended up on a post-apocalyptic world, you would have to be very careful of every little thing you do. DayZ, in my opinion, actually shows you how dangerous Mother Nature can be. And everyone can learn a thing or two from playing this game. Not only does it teach valuable lessons, but also basic survival necessities that may help you in a real life scenario. I have had many funny look beside the car, serious and intense moments on this game, and it seems every different server I join I start a new story that I can sink hundreds of hours into. And I'm gonna say something controversial here. I think DayZ is the most intense game I've ever played, mainly because of one aspect: the 90-to-10 ratio. 90% of this game, you're looting up, surviving from cold, sicknesses, all the normal survival stuff. But there's always that 10% chance that you can bump into a hostile player that just wants you dead. And that is what makes DayZ so intense. My first experience of DayZ was just that, because I didn't know how to craft anything, or the other 10% of people just out to kill me, no matter what I did. DayZ will make you feel truly alive. Everything around you disappears, and you just get lost in this fight or flight feeling, where you're just trying to survive. One of the main things DayZ showed me was how brutal and unpredictable humans are. We're all in the same boat here, guys, stranded after a zombie apocalypse, just trying to make it to the morning. But humans always want more. We're greedy. We feel the need to hunt other humans down for our own need, which is the same in real life if you think about it. Obviously in a less brutal way, but if something like this were to happen tomorrow, I would say it would end up being the exact same in real life. Today I've been on a roll with these quotes, so here's another one to tell your parents. In life, just like DayZ, the biggest danger isn't the world itself, it's the people in it. Whoa, I know, right? But overall, DayZ is a fantastic game that really changed my life personally. When we have a look at the tier list, it would be insane for me to not put it in the top. If it's better than Elden Ring, that's very tough to answer. What game do you think is better? Let me know down in the comments. And I just want to say quickly, if you're enjoying the video, if you could subscribe, it would make the world of difference to me. 97% of you aren't subscribed. So if it entertained you at all today, go on, give us a sub. Thank you for watching in the first place, and let's get back to it. DayZ set the bar for games very high, but the next one broke the bar completely. It's Minecraft. Now, I'm sure you're going to agree with me on this. Minecraft is a life-changing game. We have all played it. I don't have to explain what Minecraft is, we all know about it. But I can tell you how fascinating this game was for me when I was a kid. I honestly think Minecraft helped me so much creativity-wise. It helped me to imagine these massive buildings I can build with no limit, just me and my imagination. Even though I'm now an adult, I still hop on Minecraft sometimes, mainly because I love mods. And I have bought a lot of them to play and enjoy Minecraft in different ways. It just seems no matter what happens, Minecraft just keeps on growing. We just had the Minecraft movie there, which I think is amazing. When I was a kid, all I thought about was Minecraft, what things I was going to build that day after school. There really is no limit to this game. Even when I was just a young kid, I was shown from this game that creativity really is the answer for everything. Minecraft left a massive stain on my life. I spent so much time playing it. And I know you've definitely poured hours into this game as well. There isn't much to say about Minecraft, but it's a timeless classic that will never go away. Because every day there's a new mod being made that is better than the last. And I'm completely down for that because I love playing mods on Minecraft. But since I'm on a roll today, let me hit you with another quote. While other games taught me how to survive and fight for myself, Minecraft taught me how to create and expand. When you have a look at the tier list, I think Minecraft is a timeless classic, and I think it deserves to go to the very top of the tier list. It really did change everything. Now, while we're on the topic of nostalgic games, I want to have a look at 3 games I played when I was very young that never left my mind, even to this day. So I'm going to look at these games quickly, just going off pure nostalgia this time. The games are Army of Two, Sacred Citadel, and Star Wars Force Unleashed. Now, I'm not sure you've heard of these games before, some of them aren't that popular, but if you have played these games, I'm sure you have very fond memories of them. The first game is Army of Two. I picked this game up from my local GameStop for very cheap. This is an action game that has one main feature that sets it apart from every other game in the genre. You're forced to play with someone else on split screen. Me and my dad were looking for a game like this for ages. A story that you can enjoy together, not an optional bad split screen, but a whole game dedicated to it. Thankfully nowadays we have games like It Takes Two, and this whole genre is kind of coming back a little bit, but this game was just a real over-the-top action game that I have many amazing memories of it. And this game isn't easy either. You have to be strategic to get around the enemies for a flank. Now this game never got massive, but honestly for the time this game was amazing to me. Me and my dad really enjoyed it. If it still holds up today, probably not, but I had a blast and it showed me how important it is to be able to enjoy the things you love in life with other people that you love and care about. Now when we have a look at the tier list, I have to be as honest as I can. So this game deserves to go into it's really good, but maybe only in my memories. Sacred Citadel. Now I would be surprised if you've heard of this game before. I remember getting it on Game Pass many years ago, and even though this game is not very well known, I loved it so much at the time. This is a side-scrolling action game that to you probably doesn't look great at all, and it really isn't an amazing game, but there was just something about it that made me play for hours on end. There isn't much to this game, you can finish it in about 2 hours. The graphics aren't great, the gameplay is repetitive, but still for some reason I loved it so much at the time. No matter what, this game will always have a special place in my heart, and it really got me into more unique games. So when we look at the tier list, I'm going to put it beside Army of Two, unfortunately. But the last game on this video is truly something special, and I think it might be one of the best games on the Xbox 360. It's Star Wars Force Unleashed. I picked this game up a bit later to the last 2 games I just talked about, and I literally got every achievement in this game. I grinded this game out so much at the time. This is an action and adventure game that in my opinion has an amazing story. While at the time I thought the graphics were revolutionary, looking back at them they really weren't great at all. But even to this day, this game has the best combat out of any Star Wars game. I don't care. This is an all-time HUD classic Star Wars game. I remember unlocking different abilities and skills to use against the stormtroopers, and it was just ridiculous fun. This game just blew my mind when I was a kid. In this game you feel so powerful, it's ridiculous. I don't remember struggling at all in this game. It's really easy for the most part. Unless you pick the hardest difficulty, that is literally flat out impossible. I would really love to see this game get a remaster, but I'd say that would be very unlikely, but it's not impossible. This Star Wars game feels very unique due to the over-the-top combat and amount of different skills you can use. If you played this game before, I'm sure you can agree with me. Also, in my opinion, the story is very solid, which definitely helps the game a lot. At the time, this game was just something incredible to me. It left a dent on me my whole life. Whenever I think of Star Wars, I will always go back to this game. Obviously now, 2 decades later, the graphics are pretty bad, and no one really uses an Xbox 360 anymore, so right now it is dead, but it was an amazing game that I'm very happy I experienced. So I think compared to the last 2 games, I think it deserves to go into the very good tier. Definitely behind The Forest though. In the Change My Life tier, we have Elden Ring, DayZ, and Minecraft. The order isn't really important at all, but I think Elden Ring probably deserves to stay at the top. And these 2 can definitely change. In the nearly perfect tier, we have Subnautica. Very good, we have The Forest and Star Wars Force Unleashed. And then good, but only in my memories, we have Army of Two and Sacred Citadel. Now I want you to do me a favor. I want you to let me know in the comments what games changed your life, and I will make a part 2 ranking the games that changed your life as well, while also putting in a few games that I've played as well. Now if you enjoyed the video, if you could subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. Thank you for watching till the very end. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.